Alright guys, let's keep going with the Golgari Control for this week. Playing against somebody with a customized deck box finally. See if we can finally shut up all those Steam players and find a decent ranked player. In my last video I found 235 plus, here we got a rank 36. So perhaps the matchmaking now has started to work, or the grinders have gotten out of the lobbies and decided to play online, so that's a good sign here. We're looking at a 5-lander with a Visionary and a Mirror. We can thin, we're on the draw. I think we mulligan. And find a 1-lander, of course. Here we have all black mana. We should have kept that fucking 5-lander. All black mana, flesh bag. This doesn't do it. 2 black mana, bone splinters, Reeve Soul, I guess. I guess this is what we're keeping. Fuck. Oh my, never throw away a hand with some castable spells, but we did it. Yeah, we got the Gate Creeper now, but we don't have the green mana to play it. So this is going to be a bit of a shit show here. Playing against Orzhov something something, and it is a Child of Night. So it's definitely going to be some sort of Aura deck, because Child of Night on its own is pretty bad. So we're just going to kill that. Absolutely just going to... Oh yeah, picked up a Visionary. Look at all these green spells we're top decking. So let's kill that thing. You know, if we pick up any green source, then we'll have the Vine, and then we'll be able to get the Leap online, and you know... I think we can be fine. But we've only got, well, we've got 4 Evolving Wilds, 4 Guild Gates, 2 of the Check Lands, so that's 10, plus we're playing 7-4, so that's 17. So let's see if we can rip one. No, of course, it's going to be black. Yeah, but at least we hit our land drop for turn. I mean, you know, there's that. But of those 17 green sources, here's a Liliana from our opponent. Of those 17 green sources, 8 of them enter the battlefield tapped. So, you know, we've only got 9 untapped green sources that let us get going right away. I guess a Perilous Mirror is something. You know, it's castable. And we get to shoot that Liliana. I'm probably being a little bit greedy just throwing that at him right now, but I don't want him to flip that thing over. I mean, our hand doesn't do it. We're out of cards now. We are effectively at 0 cards unless we draw a green source. And our opponent is actually playing stuff. So here's the Blood-Cursed Knight. So this is not good. Come on, game. Like, give me a green source. Hey, it's tapped, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We can at least Gate Creeper for a forest now. So all is not lost. It's pretty bad, but it's not completely lost. Kivians and regulars. That's pretty bad. That's just gonna tap our dudes down. He's got 4 white sources over there, so he can tap 2 dudes per turn. So we got the Evil Leap. We're gonna need another Perilous Mirror. No, we're going to need some Bone Splinters. We've only got 2 copies in the deck. Either that or a Cruel Revival. Reeve Soul doesn't hit the... Reeve Soul does not hit the irregulars. So let's go get a forest. And I think we have to Reeve Soul the Blood-Cursed Knight while we still can. Alright, so we're basically out of cards. We're going to have to use Evolutionary Leap and sacrifice next turn. So, I mean, I don't know if he's going to tap down our Gate Creeper here now. No, he's just going to Nimbus Wings and get a 5-5. Really want to pick up a Cruel Revival or a Flesh Bag now. And Divine Favor, so he's going all in here. Excuse me. So he's got a 6-8 flying dude. And it's going to be a 7-9 after he renounces it, so we're on a pretty short clock. If we don't draw a Flesh Bag, we're going to have to Evo Leap and go digging for 1. Cruel Revival, we got 2 Revivals, 1 Bone Splinters, 3 Flesh Bags, so there's 6 outs. That is not it, but at least now we get to play Evo Leap here. And we get to dig. Hopefully we pick up that Flesh Bag right now. Oh yes. Yes indeed, 3 for 1. And we're not going to get to use the value sacrifice, but we get rid of his dude, so that's the main thing. Alright, so now we've got an active Leap, we've got a Visionary in hand, and our opponent's on 3 cards with 4 mana. And it looks like it's just going, his whole priority is just passing. Looks like he doesn't have a play, so we may actually get back in this thing. Here's an Evolving Wilds. Let's play the Visionary first and draw our card for turn. It is a Gate, so we're going to hold on to this Evolving Wilds, or do we want to thin? Do we want to thin? I'm going to thin. And we're just going to do it now. So we want to leave some forest in there, but there's enough force for Nissa. There's still 4 left after this one. So we'll get some more green mana for our Evo Leap. And I think we're just going to sack the Visionary right now and try to draw something better. Just because I don't, you know, having him on a 21 turn clock doesn't really feel all the greatest. But he's passing again. So let's draw something here. And the creature is another Visionary, which is good. At least, you know, that Visionary will get us a random card. And then we can sack the Visionary. Keep going. Here's a Gravedigger. Gravedigger. So we can dig up a Fleshbag Marauder. We can dig up a bunch of stuff. But we're at enough mana now where we can, you know, not show him the Gravedigger and not choose what creature to bring back yet. So let's just Visionary. We'll hold that Gravedigger in hand until we know what it is that we want to dig up. And here is a Perilous Mirror. So we'll play that, leaving all our green open. And we will drop the 8th mana in play. And now we've got a Visionary that we can sacrifice this turn. We'll hold on to the Perilous Mirror though, since we know he's playing Auras. If he puts down a little dude, then we can sack it in response and blow it up. So we'll keep that little guy around. So what does this guy do? He must have a handful of Auras and no creatures. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of for him to take 3 turns off in a row. Yeah, and he's gone. Wow, okay, so we got Evolutionary Leap found us Fleshbag. Now, I mean, you know, we're not out of the woods yet. Still got to win the game. So just because he left, maybe he's just a little frustrated. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to win this game. So there is another land. So let's Gate Creeper. And let's just get a gate right now. Get it out of the deck so we don't draw it later. We don't have use for all that mana. So let's rip it out. Drop it down. Swing for 1. I'm probably playing a little bit slow here. Maybe I should get something back. But there's nothing really great to get back with Gravedigger yet. I'm going to sack that Vine, obviously. Probably should have sacked it, actually, on my own turn. Just in case I wanted to play the creature that we rip. See what we get this time. And it's a Reclamation Sage. Good against the enchantments. There's the second leap. Which is not doing anything for us right now. But he could have an Angelic Edict, I suppose, somewhere in there that exiles our first one. I mean... he's on a really... I mean, do I... I'm just gonna pass. It's probably bad. But I actually want these 2 cards to do something. But if he doesn't do anything again, I'm gonna have to play one of them. Just so I can sack it and dig deeper. No, he's not doing anything here. Still nothing. More land. Holy fuck. Let's thin this place out. Alright, let's just Gravedigger, a Visionary. I don't know. Fleshbag is probably the best thing to dig up. So there we go. Yep, 19 turn clock, baby. Time's ticking. But we got an extra 2 power on the board now, so he's on a 16 turn, or I'm sorry, 6 turn clock now with 3 power on the board to his 18 life. I can't believe he doesn't have a castable spell. To me, this is just so unbelievable. Is he playing Tragic Arrogance? It's the Archangel of Tithes. We can Fleshbag that away. Unless he plays a second creature. Is he going to suit it up with something? He's got to have Auras in his hand. Yeah, he's got Divine Favor. I wish I could shoot that down now, but I can't. So he's going to gain the 3 life. Do I leap? I don't think I leap here. Nah. It is a Perilous Mirror, so let's Fleshbag. Get rid of that thing. Put him back in the graveyard if we ever draw that Cruel Revival. Swing for 3. How much mana? We have 10 in play? I think I'll hold on to this land now. If we pick up a Lily, we're going to want some discard fodder. Doesn't look like we're going to be killing him anytime soon. I guess we can play out this mirror. Alright, how much power do we have now? 4 to his 18, so still on a 5 turn clock as is. Well, actually no, it's 4 because I can sack the mirror to finish him off after 4 turns of this much damage. There is a Child of Night. And again, if he tries to enchant it, obviously we're just going to sack a mirror and blow it up. It is Nimbus Wings. So let's draw a creature card. Blow up his dude. It is all the way down there for a Gate Creeper Vine. This is horrendous. That one-off Guy's Revenge should make an appearance now. Just let us blow him the fuck up. I suppose I could sack both these guys and go digging for it, but nah, we're not going to do that. They can actually hit. There's a bit of Revelation. There is. So we're going to play out this mana. First things first, though. Let's play a Vine and sack it, and then we'll Bitter Rev if we don't hit anything good. And this will take a land out of our deck, make our Bitter Rev better. Swamp. See what we get off this trigger. It is Visionary. Let's keep digging for that revenge, even though we're not going to be able to cast it this turn. It's another land. Fuck it, we don't care about that. Well, we got a Bellower for next turn. And if we Bitter Rev, we won't have to discard. So let's go for it. See what 2 cards we want. Out of the next 4, let's take the Revenge. And take the Flesh Bag, I guess. I don't think it really matters at this point, but single target removal seems good. And that's the end of his turn, alright. We'll just slam a gate. And slam a Revenge. Get in for 11. So that's pretty much it. I can't believe that basically after he had that Kithian's Irregulars and we dealt with that, he basically didn't cast a creature, but he had 1 Child of Night and 1 Archangel of Ties. What is in his hand? I would love to know. Absolutely would love to know. Alright, we could have you know, played up the second mirror there and sacked them both for exactly 4, but we're just going to hit the X button and get this thing over with. Okay, so yeah, shitty mulligan. Didn't draw green source till the end, but a timely Flesh Bag off the Evo Leap, you know, that dealt with the Voltron, and his deck never did anything after that, which was pretty bizarre. But anyway, Arcane Melee, we just got 60 gold out of that. Distilled Knowledge, that was a new one I got today. Perfect. I actually am not making any progress towards those quest achievements because I'm frankly not doing them. Did I get an achievement or something? Questing Night? How funny is it that I said that and it just came up? But yeah, that's only the 10th quest I've completed since the game came out. Because I haven't been trying to quest. You know, I get all these stupid archetypal quests and I am not willing to go into that deck wizard and fuck around with that nonsense. You know, I'll be playing this game for a couple of years, so I'm sure I'll make it. And maybe they will, hopefully, please God, introduce some new quests with the new expansions and get rid of these archetypal things and get away from that deck wizard. But we'll see. So we're on a good streak against playing against high ranked players. So in the last episode, episode 3, like I said earlier, we managed to hit 235 rank plus, and this guy was up in 36, even though it didn't look like his deck was doing a whole lot after that, you know, Voltron that he assembled. And it looks like we're gonna have the shitty netcode problem again, where it gets into waiting and just spins and doesn't ever go to join. So let's just back out. I've been down that road too many times. I've never seen it go past that part. So unfortunately, we gotta try that again. All right, so I did take the plunge yesterday, and I picked up the Legendary Edition of Destiny. I've been dicking around with that a little bit. That's why I didn't put out an episode yesterday. I was fiddling with that. I am not a shooter player, not by any stretch of the imagination, but got a few friends on here that have the game and are willing to play with me. So once I figure it all out and get used to it, then I'll be playing that online. Maybe it might even show up on the other channel. So that's something to look for. But I also got to get Defense Grid finished. I'm almost halfway through that game. Hey, we've got another customized deck box. Maybe the Xbox matchmaking was broken and we just didn't know it. And now with the release of this patch, they've actually fixed it so that it does do matchmaking. We'll see. We'll find out. Because I imagine that the higher rank players are more likely to customize their deck boxes than the lower rank people. But we shall see. It's rank 25. Yeah, that's fairly decent. He's played the game, you know. He's probably got 50 games under his belt. Or thereabouts. So 3 mana. We can get out the black source that we need. We've got a Visionary. A Mirror. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Got a Reef Soul if he plays an early scary thing. And we should safely get to 4 mana with that Visionary and cast Bitter Revelation and go find what we need. So let's just drop the wilds into play. And I didn't catch this guy's name. It is DM Blade. Let's see what our rank 25 friend starts off with. It is a mountain. And pass. So we will get a swamp. So it's looking like a Visionary. There's a Languish. So let's just get our little friend here. Draw a random card. Black Barney, I'm telling you, this guy shows up on all my episodes. He must know when I'm recording. He keeps an eye out for me playing Magic Duels and then just logs on. Alright, so we've got the 1-1. Does he play blue? Is he playing Thopters? No, it's black-red. He's probably playing the Sacrifice and Steel deck. He could be. There are some black-red control decks out there, though. He could be playing one of those. We picked up our second Languish. But I got a feeling that the play is just swing, play Visionary, hope to find a gate or an Evolving Wilds, and otherwise play the Forest. So let's just get him for 1. Goes through. He doesn't Twin Bolt. And let's play out the other Visionary here. I'd like to get that 4th land. We'd really like to cast this spell on time. It is a forest, so we do have our 4th land. And he doesn't Twin Bolt a pair of Visionaries. So let's see what he does on 3 if it's a Nantuko Husk or a Bloodflow Connoisseur. So keeping his sack outlets under control is going to be the key to this matchup. But I don't see a play coming, unless he wants to be all fancy and do it in the second main phase. But no, he's just going to pass. So we pick up Flesh Bag. That's going to be good. It's one of our only ways to deal with an Nantuko Husk, but we've got to get the Husk on an empty board and Flesh Bag it. We can't Cruel Revival it. It's a zombie. We can Bone Splinter it, but you know, we can't Reef Soul it if he's got another creature because he can sack in response. So we're just going to play Bitter Rev here. So we've got 2 sweepers, 2 removal spells, and a Peerless Mirror. So we're going to be looking for another land maybe and an Evo Leap. That's what the goal is. So do we find an Evo Leap? We don't. So we can drop, let's see, we've got a Mirror, you know. We can drop the Revenge. We're definitely taking the Grave Digger because we can dig back up any of these spells. And I think Reclamation Sage is the better one to put into our hand right now. So we've got some utility creatures here, and we just dumped Guy's Revenge in the graveyard where we can get it back later on with the Gravedigger. So I mean, here we are on 4 land. Our top 4, not a single land draw in there. So we managed to speed through that, and you know, hopefully that'll keep us from getting mana screwed. Really love Bitter Revelation, such a great card. But our opponent's on his 4th turn, and he still hasn't played a card yet. You know, he's played. I'm sorry, he hasn't played. So he's playing Flame Shadow Conjuring. Yep, we're gonna blow that fucking thing up. You're gonna get no value out of that, my friend. Absolutely nothing. So picked up a Bone Splinters. That is good. So let's Rex Sage the Flame Shadow Conjuring, swing 2. So he's probably got a Priest of the Blood right in his hand. Probably got a Priest in there. But we can actually Bone Splinters away the token. And hopefully he keeps the 2/2 and can't get rid of it. No, it's an Nantuko Husk, so hopefully he doesn't play another creature, because we'll just Flesh Bag it if he doesn't have another creature. And he doesn't. Okay, good. It's a scary card. So we can Gate Creeper first. Go get a Swamp. And then we can flashbag him. And we're actually going to sack the Vine. Because it looks like we're kind of the beatdown here in this matchup. So we don't have flashbag in the yard for Cruel Revival now. But that's fine. So we're hitting 4. We got 7 power on the board. You know, we've got Mirror plus Bone Splinters. That can kill one of his creatures and throw 2 to his face. We got a couple of sweepers if something disastrous happens and he manages to build a board. So we're doing alright. We've only got 5 mana though, which is a little bit sketchy. You know, we've seen 20 cards. Here is a Traitorous Instinct. So he's just going to hit us for 5. We can definitely take that. We can definitely take that. Really would like to pull out an Evo Leap now just to shut off all his steel effects. So yeah, this deck is... oh, he's got a Bone Splinters at least. So he's going to get to sack my dude. And kill another one of my dudes. So we've only got a pair of Visionaries now. Golgari Gate, how do we want to play this? Do we want a Gravedigger yet? I mean, if I pick up another land next turn, then I just get to slam Revenge on him. But I'd have to pick up another land. And if I don't, then Gravedigger's just a 2/2. I can play Mirror. Anyway, let's just swing for our 2. I mean, Reclamation Sage is in there. Fleshbag is in there. I hate to go making a decision about what to dig up. So we're not going to make that decision. We're just going to play the Mirror. You know, we can reave it if we get him low enough just to shoot 2 at his face. So now we got 3 power on the board, he's on 9. You know, part of me really wanted to Gravedigger that guy's Revenge and just slam it in his face next turn if I top deck a land. Maybe that's what I should have done. It's definitely the more aggressive play. There's a Guardian Automaton, 4 mana 3/3. When it dies, you gain 3 to life. Yeah. That's no land. But we're going to go digging this turn. We could definitely use a 7th land. But we'll see what comes up. There's a Reeve Soul, Visionary. Let's take some gas. We can Visionary for a random card. Do we just kill it? I think we just kill it. Let's go after him. So we just gained 3. We're going to take those 3 back. And I think next turn I will, obviously depends on what he does, but based on what I see, I am going to dig up that guy's Revenge and then Visionary for a random card. And we should be able to pick up the land that we need to cast it. Between our draw step next turn, our Visionary draw, and our draw step the turn after. So definitely going to dig up a guy's Revenge unless we have need of digging up a Fleshbag. We'll see what he does, if it's Kothfed or something. It's an Enthralling Victor. So he's going to grab one of our little dudes for a turn, which is the Perilous Mirror. So let's see if he has another Bone Splinters in his hand, because he can knock out a Visionary and throw 2 maybe at our other Visionary or to our face. So yeah, let's see if he splinters here. He doesn't splinter. There's the land. So we want to kill that Enthralling Victor. And we want to dig up Guy's Revenge. That's what we want to do. Alright, thing is... do I keep back a blocker? In case he wants to go Traitorous Instinct on my Gravedigger. Yeah, I'm going to. I don't think it really matters. I'm playing super cautious here, obviously, but Guy's Revenge is going to kill him anyway, unless he plays another automaton. Even then, though, I still think I go wide enough to kill him, and he just dies with the trigger on stack. So we'll keep back a blocker, just for the Trader's Instinct nonsense. I don't think he's got enough mana to kill us, but just playing it safe. 3 cards, 7 mana. What do you got, bud? What do you got for me? No? Nothing? The audio on my headset just started going a little bit weird. I don't know if he's quit and it just hasn't shown us, or if he's just going to run out the timer. Hopefully he doesn't do that. So yeah, he's got an act of treason. Let's see what he does with it. If he swings, I'll just block throw 2 at his face. And then if he bone splinters, you know, we got the revenge, so all we need to do is just make sure that he has no blockers. And as of right now, he has no blockers, since that creature is actually ours. So he had double act of treason. So holding back a blocker wasn't necessary. He didn't leave black up though, so he doesn't have bone splinters in his hand. But anyway, there's 3. We're going to be on 7. He's only got 1 red mana. He can't kill us from there. And we just get to drop a revenge on him. Do we even need to? We can hit him for 5 and then we can bone splinters our own creature. So that's what we'll do. Just for funsies. Watching damage effects. Bone Splinters. Choose a creature to destroy. Gravedigger. Sacrifice. Careless Mirror. To deface. And there you go. That's Golgari Control. Episode number 4. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you for some more gameplay tomorrow.